There's a deer right there. Oh, a couple deer. What's happening, everybody? Been a minute. I'm road tripping. Just left Bruton, Alabama. Had to run through 3 jobs. I've got Chucky up there working on a project for the sweet lady. She's got a bunch of projects that we've been picking away at for her, which is a blessing, and we're super grateful for her. She is an amazing woman with an amazing story. And then we were checking out this another project we've been picking away at all these repairs that needed done on a grocery store. But anyways, welcome back. We had a fun beginning of the week. We've had some family in town, and we got to experience our first Mardi Gras in Mobile, which is actually the birthplace of Mardi Gras. And let me tell you, it is a lot of fun. It's not what I had imagined Mardi Gras was about as a young boy. It's much different. It is very family orientated. It's very community orientated, and it was just an overall amazing time. I will highly recommend that experience to everyone. If you get the opportunity to go to Mobile and experience Mardi Gras, we actually stayed through to the last day, which is Fat Tuesday, and it is such a cool event. I mean, the community shuts down, and everyone comes together in the streets and watches all the different parades and interact with all the floats and the marching bands and the high school dance classes and clubs, and it's just awesome. I had an amazing time. So thank you, Mobile. Thank you, Alabama, for that amazing experience. But you know, I get busy and I get wrapped up in so much stuff, and sometimes I forget to slow down and really embrace the moments. And I've been trying to implement different tools in my life now that allow me to have a lot more time for gratitude, and really implementing that process into my day and my week, whether it's my personal life or whether it's my business, or just hanging out with my kids and my family. I really think for me, we were at church a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about the pursuit of happiness, and a way to really embrace, the pursuit of happiness, and more or less to realize that your happiness can come from a place of reflection, of just being grateful for everything you have. And it couldn't be more true for me. And it may not be for everybody, and I'm not here to preach to anybody, but I'm here to share my journey of success and failures, and trials and tribulations, and happiness, and what success can mean for you. And for me, it really is my overall happiness. And that comes from a lot of things, whether the business is doing well and well received in the communities, and we're building this great rapport with our clients and our community, because we really are following through on our commitment to be dependable and reliable and honest and trustworthy, or just for myself in my personal life, to be a better father or a better husband or just a better human overall. And I wanted to share that my personal results from implementing this movement of gratitude every day and every moment that I can, that has benefited me in the best way. I mean, I literally feel happier day in and day out than I've ever felt in my life. And that's saying a lot, because I'm actually a very optimistic and happy-go-lucky type of individual. And if you know me on a personal level, you know that I've gone through a lot from my childhood. Just to be where I am today is a miracle in itself, and I have such gratitude for that existence and for that experience and that journey. And I embrace all of the process that it takes to get there, and it took for me to get here in my life. That really, my success is defined by my happiness. It doesn't. It's not defined by my bank account. It's not defined by shiny things or new things in my life or the next purchase. And it was for a while. I can 100% be honest with you. There was a point in my life where that was all I chased because I didn't have that growing up, and I built a business and was financially successful on my own through the relationship with my wife as well, and our contribution together. And we created this life where we both got to experience life in a different way that we never had. And I can tell you, it can become very addicting, and it can become unfulfilling. Was for us, anyways. I think that the things we buy, or the 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 value we put on things when it comes to money, is just these temporary releases of dopamine for me. And I chased that because I always needed the next new thing. I could continue to buy if I lived in that existence the rest of my life. In every one of those scenarios of purchasing things or buying new things or spending money on expensive vacations or whatever they were, it was only so temporary. I mean, those feelings wore off pretty quickly. And it gave me a different perspective, too, of people I see in the world and businesses that pursuit is their existence, and it might continue for the entirety of their existence on this earth, because there's only one way to feed that temporary feeling, and it wears off, and you must replenish it. You become kind of an addict to that lifestyle and dependent on that feeling of something new and shiny. And just it's a different world. And I could tell you, because I grew up with nothing, and came out of really nothing other than just having a lot of love as a child from my family. And don't get me wrong, I am extremely grateful, because as a parent now, I know that really all children need is love, and the consistency of that love can help them overcome so many things later in life, because it's such a fundamental to have established in a kid's mind that when you experience things like I did and continue to, that you always fall back to the security of just needing love. And that's something that is obtainable without money, and it can be so constant in your life with the right people around you that it's the most rewarding thing to have. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the hardships and trials and tribulations I experienced too, because I'll tell you what, as a business owner and as someone who's a risk taker, that's part of my character. I really embrace the failures and the, if you would, unsuccessful moments, because I can be hard-headed, let's say. Those have taught me the most in my life. Those have really chiseled parts of my character that I really admire about myself, are the hardships and the failures and unsuccessful attempts at things, because I reflect to those more than I do the successful part. I will tell you that, or the parts where I didn't experience a failure. I tell my guys all the time that get determined or not determined, but get discouraged easily sometimes about not succeeding on something right away, or making a mistake, and they're really hard on themselves and beat themselves up over it. And I've always um, preached about to embrace those moments, because you'll never forget those ones. It's the ones that go easy and effortlessly, where it's almost um, an unconscious thing you've done, and so you have nothing to reflect on. There's aha moments that we have that are without the failure, but for the most part, if you move through learning something without experiencing the why nots, or the hows, which I feel like I really have learned from the hardships of doing things either the wrong way or being unsuccessful about something, that those are the moments that really create their character and create the professional they become, because you can always reflect on those. It's just like a stamp in your mind of what you did wrong and what you'll not do in the future. So I'm a huge advocate for experience loss, experience failures, experience mistakes, because I feel like you benefit from those the most. I have personally. Maybe I know everybody's different, but I know that the more conversations and interactions I have with people, it seems to trend the same. And we get to interact a lot with people. It's at the very top of the list of why I'm so passionate about this profession, and why I've chosen it my whole life. And even in the few times I stepped away from the profession, I came right back to it. I was missing and longing for this thing in my life. And one of the biggest keys to that was the interaction with all different types of people from all over. And everyone has a different journey and a different experience and different um, examples of things to share that you could really benefit from. It's this unlimited resource of free information, of experiences that you can implement. And I've done that by, I don't know, some divine design in my DNA, that growing up, I learned a lot about life through other people's experiences or decisions, and then I utilize them as a tool in my own life. And it really benefited me without me having to actually travel those roads. And I've kind of done that for most of my life. And I'm super grateful for the ability to be able to do that. And I think I think a lot of people do that, but maybe it's not so consciously done, and they're not aware that a lot of the things we do and behaviors and traits that we have are based on your environment, and we forget that. And your environment can be something as simple as a conversation with a customer that you're there to replace their water heater, fix their toilet, or whatever it is. And for me, we get 4 or 5 of those a day, 5 days a week, and it's kind of an intimate setting where it's one-on-one with you and your customer, and you get an opportunity to chat it up with them. Like, I love to chat it up, so it fits perfect in my tool belt, and it's one of those top reasons why I'm super passionate about this profession, is because I really enjoy that aspect. I think it's like a form of payment in a way that um, may not be, you could monetize, but you can, by utilizing those lessons and experiences that someone else teaches you or tells you, to benefit you later in life. Who knows, And yeah, I'm super grateful for that. Yeah, I just wanted to take the time today to talk about something I've been implementing in my life, and it's benefited me so much that I felt the necessity to share with people who are tuned in and interested. And maybe someone who could use uh, some implementation of gratitude in their life, or maybe could ease their mind at this overwhelming stress of sometimes your mindset of the pursuit of happiness and what happiness may look like. um, I don't know, from a social media standpoint, or from this outside realm that can be misleading and misguiding, and I fell into those traps just as well. And this is something that's helped me grab a hold of something in the real world that's beneficial to me as a human, but as a professional, as a boss, and all of those things. And maybe it might benefit you too, or someone you know. So I'm extremely grateful for the opportunities, the friendships, the clients and customers and the communities who have embraced us and who have recommended us and have told their friends or family about us, and how impactful that is to a small business like mine, and to everybody who is here that works at Alder or benefits from it in some way for them or their family. And we're really grateful for you guys, and we're grateful for you when you share these videos and experiences with other people and get them to like and subscribe and become contributors to the channel. I mean, leave comments or post a video or anything that you guys feel is a contribution to this as a greater whole. And I love conversing about life and experiences and the journey through. And I love listening too. I'm a big fan of just listening to people's stories and listening to people's questions or concerns. It's why I'm so passionate about being a servant in the community or being a trades professional. I'm a people pleaser at the end of the day, and I love interacting with people, and I love helping people. And I hope that this platform is more than just about plumbing. It is about all of our connectiveness in the community, whether through the internet or whether local. You guys can connect, and we can all resonate together and find these common grounds of things that we can all benefit from each other from. And yeah, I super appreciate everybody listening to me and taking time out of their day to let me try to share something for you and the community. So if you get a chance, please subscribe. It's gratefully appreciated. Please share. It's even more greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, have an amazing day, and get out there and enjoy some beautiful weather, hopefully. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.